The adoption of fuel recovery has really grown since we've been in the marketplace. And as we've been in the marketplace, shippers have realized that those traditional fuel surcharge schedules aren't accurately reflecting what fuel is costing in the marketplace. With fuel recovery, what started with a truly innovative program, and still is, has now become the foundation for how fuel should be reimbursed to carriers. The 4 common distortions associated with the DOE are time, price, tax, and geography.
We're really looking at the time that shipment actually moves. So we're getting our shippers as close to the cost experience that the carrier is actually experiencing. The second one is geography. So when you think about where the freight is actually being moved versus the DOE that's looking at kind of an average across the entire country. The other one would be taxes. So our program actually looks at the variability of taxes within the state. So we're going to look where that load actually moved, the tax exposure that the carriers are accountable for within the states they traveled, and we're going to account for that in our reimbursement. The other is a pricing distortion. So we look at the wholesale cost of diesel, where the DOE is looking at the retail price of diesel. So again, we know well-ran carriers are buying at wholesale or better, and so we do our calculation at wholesale.
Fuel recovery is used across a wide array of industries. We work with shippers from retail to food and beverage to consumer packaged goods and other durable good manufacturers. But what all these shippers have in common is that fuel is a very important and volatile part of their transportation spend.